you don't really know yourself as best as you actually think you do. You don't necessarily know what really goes on in your mind. You don't know exactly what your thoughts are, what you think at all times. You are not even aware of those things most of the time. You're not even aware of what you're actually thinking most of the time. And this is something that I've realized a few days ago. I was in school and one of our teachers, he's a pretty good teacher in my opinion. He asked us this question: how, from like, if we were to put it in a percentage, how well do we know ourselves? And I thought to myself at first, I was like, yeah, I know myself pretty well. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been through self-improvement all this time, and I've been doing this and I've been doing that. I've been meditating and this and this and then, and oh shit, I don't know myself that well. I realized that although I went through all those experiences in my life, although I've gone through a year of self-improvement almost, and I've done all these activities all the time, I don't really know myself as best as I really think I do, since I've like experienced like what 10% of what there is to experience out there. Although I've gone through a year of my life, actually going on this journey, actually being here, I only know like what 10% of all those experiences I actually know and I understand them. And about myself, I realized, while I was thinking, yeah, well, I know myself that well because I can control my behavior. And then I realized, no, I can't. I've had several times where I've just had all these outbursts of just, I don't know, different kinds of emotions throughout these past few days, and I realized that, man, I don't really know myself that well. I cannot even control my emotions that well anymore. And I realized that as best as I thought I actually was able to know myself, like as best as I thought that I was able to do that, I don't really know all that well. I don't really know who I am all that much, if you actually get what I mean, you know? And if you can relate to this, then you'll know that you'll have like that moment in your life when you'll think like, yeah, I know myself pretty well. I think I've gone through my fair share of experiences and I know myself pretty well. Well, I realize that I don't really know all that much about myself. I mean, I've gone through some sort of experiences, right? I've seen myself reacting to some sort of experiences out there, but there's like 100 different other possibilities aside. So how can I know myself if I've never experienced all those 100 different possibilities aside, you know? And how can I know myself if I haven't tried new things, if I haven't experienced new thoughts, new kinds of feelings in my life, right? How can I truly know myself if I haven't ever experienced all those things out there? If I've only gone this way and I've just experienced a few things on the side, but I've never truly gone through the entirety of the process of actually getting to know myself. And I think a really good way to kind of start this journey of self-conscious, of knowing yourself, right, is through just literally thinking. Like, it sounds stupid, right? It sounds like, what the fuck, he wants me to think, am I not thinking right now? Well, you might not be actually fully consciously thinking. Might just literally just be staring at this video, like taking in the content, taking in the words, taking in the sounds and the image, but you're not truly thinking. So I want you to think. I want you to, after finishing this video, I want you to stand on your bed anywhere, just literally just lay down somewhere or sit on a chair or literally just nothing, like literally, and just think, bro. Use your mind. Think about yourself. Think about your past actions. Think about your actions today. Think about the way that you behave. Think about your way that you would like to behave. Think about the way, like, ask all these questions as well. Like, am I truly fulfilled with who I am right now? Is this what I want for my life? Is this the way that I want my life to go? All these kinds of questions, like existential kind of question, which people don't really bother to ask, but I think that they are very valuable, especially in situations like these. Like, you can really get to know yourself a little bit better, and I think that's very valuable, and especially if you're this kind of a person, you're trying to go on self-improvement, you're a young man going on self-improvement, and you might actually end up being like actually a bit surprised by the way that you're reacting to some things. So I think that in order to avoid kind of like, or maybe dim down this surprise that you'd get, or this, I don't even know what to call it, like this unpleasant surprise that you might get from some things, from some unknown things, you might as well start thinking from now. You might as well already form some thoughts in your mind, some beliefs about who you are, about what you think is right, about all those things, and do them as realistically, and to like from realistic towards positive, right? So it shouldn't be like from realistic to negative. You should be realistic about who you are. You should be realistic about the way that you want your life to go, but at the same time, have a sense of positivity in your life, right? So go towards that extreme. Go towards the positive extreme, not the negative extreme, right? So you want to be a bit real about who you are. You want to understand like the flaws in your life, everything, all the mistakes that you've done, and you want to understand how to fix those things, and have that sense of positivity in your mind, that you are capable of doing that you are capable of doing those things, and that there is more to life than what you're currently seeing. So getting to know yourself, I think it's very, very important for anyone out there, because it kind of dictates who you are, dictates your actions. If you don't know who you are, you're literally just going to act by some impulses that you get from time to time. Like, think back when you used to play video games, when you used to masturbate, when you used to do all those addictive things, right? You just literally had like an impulse to do it, to do those things at some point, and you literally did them without thinking twice. But if you knew yourself, if you spend hours literally just thinking about your life, thinking about the way that your life is going, thinking about all the things that you've done wrong, bro, you think twice before you play any of those fucking games, or you'd watch any of that porn, or you'd watch any of those movies, or eat any of that junk food. You'd think twice, 3 times, 4 times. You'd think like 10 times before doing that. Or you'd think 10 times and you wouldn't even do it anymore, because you've already become self-conscious. You've become self-conscious, and you've realized that, fuck man, those things are not good for me for a reason, right? And I know myself as this person who's lived his entire life literally consumed by those addictions, so I might as well fucking stop now while I still can, right? So yeah, getting to know yourself, I think it's a very important tool in a masculine man's life, because us being able to know ourselves, it means that we can somewhat control our emotions at first, and that means that we can start truly controlling the way that our mind works, in favor for our work, in favor for us achieving our purpose, our mission, so we can feel true fulfillment, right? If we can alter our minds to literally act the way that we want them to act, then we've already won the game. We've already won the game of life. If we can alter our minds, our mindsets, our thoughts, our beliefs, so that we can literally just start doing the hard things and actually start enjoying them little by little, then that is the fucking key to success, my man. If you go to the gym, and like the first few days, maybe when you actually go to the gym and you actually train properly, right? You'll feel like, fuck, man, this is hard. This is fucking painful. I don't like it. But what if instead of telling yourself, this is hard, this is painful, I don't like it, why don't you just tell yourself, well, yeah, this is hard, but I'm doing it, so I can do hard. Uh, it's painful, yeah, but I'm going through it. I'm enduring that pain, so it means it's not really that painful. And like, I don't like it, like that idea, I don't like it, bro. If you tell yourself that, then you're never gonna get anywhere. If you truly want to get into a habit, into a good habit, then you have to make yourself believe that you love it, that you fucking love that shit, bro. I've had this idea with the gym as well, because I have I want to train in a very effective way, right? So I kind of go until up until failure most of the times, when I'm doing my sets and everything. So I'm always going up until failure, actually. I never like fucking quit before I still have anything in me. So I always go for failure. So that means it's going to be painful. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, yeah, it's going to be very, very hard, right? Hard. I mean, I'm doing it, so it's not that hard, but so I'm going up until failure, and I feel those like this pain, this burning sensation in my muscles and everything, and I feel my mind literally just telling me, quit, quit, quit. It's done. It's hurting. Quit. And I think to myself, no, I fucking love this. I fucking love this. I'm gonna keep holding the weight for 10 more seconds. I'm gonna try another rep. I'm gonna fucking push myself. And then once I quit that, I feel the fucking burning sensation in my muscles like intensify for a little bit and they kind of dim down. I think to myself, fucking love that. I love that sensation. I love going to the gym. Every time I leave the gym, every time I go to the gym, I should, if I don't already do it, I should think to myself, I love this place. I fucking love this place and I love everything about it because I go here and I do the hard work and it fucking shows, right? So you want to do the same in your everyday life. If you truly want to get into a habit, then you have to push your mind. You have to literally force your mind to believe that it's a good, well meant habit for you. If you want to get into reading or journaling, then you have to push yourself. You have to literally force your mind to believe that that thing is going to help you. Although you might not see like the first improvements from like day one or day two of actually doing those things. Well, with reading, you're gaining knowledge from day one and day two, and with journaling, you're already starting to have some insights about your life from day one or day two. But you won't necessarily like have this like paradigm shift in your mind. You're like, oh my god, I'm a god now or something. It's not gonna happen like that. But you're thinking to yourself that yeah, it should happen like that because I don't know. You're like very impatient and you cannot wait like a few months to actually see the progress. So you have to make yourself believe that you love this and that you would do it every single day of your life for the rest of your life because it's amazing. It's this thing that I love doing, right? And if you like literally truly make yourself believe that, if you truly implant that belief in your mind as much as you possibly can, then it will become true. Then you will love doing those habits. You will love being that person, being that guy who goes to the gym and he fucking enjoys the pain. You will love being that person who reads for 3 hours straight and with a fucking smile on their face, knowing that they're gaining knowledge. You will love journaling for an hour and a half, literally just writing down 5 pages of a notebook with a smile on your face, knowing that you're getting a bunch of insights about your life. So every this applies for any kind of habit, not just those three. Any kind of habit that you want to get into, a good habit, which is mostly always going to be hard, either physically or mentally, right? But although it will be hard, you make yourself believe that you love it, then you will. It doesn't matter if it's hard. I love going to the gym, bro. I love fucking training, man. I love building my physique. So I will go to the gym even though it seems difficult because it's not that difficult, bro. If I'm doing it, if I've been doing it for such a long time now that it's gonna, I'm gonna keep doing it, bro. It means that it's possible that it's like there's people out there who've done more than me and they've gained so much more progress than me in less time. So that means I am not like the fucking man of the world. So I have no reason to fucking complain. I have no excuses to complain. So yeah, truly think about who you are, truly understand who you are, and you must really get into this process of building yourself through your beliefs, through your thoughts about the world. And you do that by knowing who you are. You do that by thinking about yourself. You do that by literally, yeah, just literally contemplating yourself, your life, your existence, everything. You do that and you will gain insights from that. You will genuinely gain a lot of stuff, a lot of knowledge, a lot of useful knowledge from that. Yeah, man. Hope you got some value out of this video, bro. I'll see you next time. Good luck.